Assalamualaikum, bonjour. Today, I'm Muhammad Faisal and my friend Muhammad Hadi is going to share with you all about one interesting region in France, which is Nouvelle Aquitaine and its amazing capital Hadi. Let's take a look at the map in the middle first. You can see that France is surrounded by other big and lovely countries such as Switzerland, Spain, Belgium, and Germany. The picture of the line and the lion actually is the flag of the Nouvelle Aquitaine region. For your information, Nouvelle Aquitaine is the largest administrative region in France, spanning the west and southwest of the mainland. The region was created by territorial reform of French region in 2014 through the merger of the three regions, Aquitaine, Limousin, and Poitou-Charentes. The region's interim name, Aquitaine, Limousin, Poitou-Charentes, was hyphenated placement known as ALPC, created by hyphenating the merged region names, Aquitaine, Limousin, and Poitou-Charentes, in alphabetical order. On the right picture, there is the location of Nouvelle Aquitaine in the France map. Nouvelle Aquitaine consists of 12 departments and it covers 34,036 km², or 1/8 of the country. Okay, now let's go to the capital city of Nouvelle Aquitaine. Bordeaux is the name of Nouvelle Aquitaine capital city. Bordeaux is a port city on the river Garonne in the Garonne department. Bordeaux is located close to the European Atlantic coast in the southwest of France and in the north of the Aquitaine region. Next, here are the other important cities that we found it interesting in Nouvelle Aquitaine, which is Hadi and La Roque-Cajac. Let's take a look at Hadi first. Hadi is a commune in the Pyrenees Atlantics department and Nouvelle Aquitaine region of southwestern France. The town, France's most southwesterly and popular seaside tourist resort, stands on the right bank of the river Bidassoa, which marks the Franco-Spanish border, at the point where it empties into the Atlantic Ocean in the French Basque Country. Hadi has three distinguishable parts: La Ville, the town, which stretches from Saint-Vincent Church to the area around the SNCF railway station and the industrial zone; La Plage, the beach, the seaside quarter; and Le Hotel, the heights, the villas and camping sites on the hills between and behind the other two areas. Alright, the next one is La Roque-Cajac. La Roque-Cajac is a commune in the Dordogne department in Nouvelle Aquitaine, southwestern France. La Roque-Cajac is one of France's most beautiful villages, in a stunning position of the north bank of the Dordogne River and backed by a steep hill and cliff, with little to suggest that much has changed there in the last 300 years. La Roque-Cajac is truly the perfect picture postcard village. We are done with important cities in Nouvelle Aquitaine. Now, let's go to interesting places. These are the 3 interesting places that you should come if you visit Nouvelle Aquitaine. If you are the type that like to go to theme park, it is a must for you to come to Poutier's Futuroscope, formerly known as Planic Futuroscope, in a French theme park based upon multimedia, cinematographic, futuroscope, and audiovisual techniques. It has several 3D cinemas and a few 4D cinemas, along with other attractions and shows, some of which are the only examples in the world. Next, history lovers, Vallée de la Dordogne or Dordogne Valley welcomes you to the luxurious decors of the Castle of the Turingon. Step back into medieval times with the Château de Binac, Castellon, Montfort, and Fenelon, and spring forward to the Renaissance at Château de Milan, giving to the charm of the typical villages of Bénin, Dome, Castelnau-la-Chapelle, and La Roque-Cajac. which are officially among the most beautiful villages of France, here in the Périgord. Finally, Biarritz. Biarritz is a city on the Bay of Biscay on the Atlantic coast in the Pyrenees-Atlantics department in the French Basque Country in southwestern France. Biarritz is an exceptional destination located in the heart of the Basque Country to meet different cultures. Biarritz is now a flourishing center of sports, culture, and good food. Biarritz is the perfect destination for those who seek art of good living, the relaxation, culture, and creativity. Finish with that. Now, let's get more specific to the capital. In the early history, the Roman province of Aquitaine had its capital in Bordeaux. Many of its fortifications were constructed to ward off Germanic invasion, although they were eventually ineffective. From the 10th century, the Dukes of Aquitaine ruled Bordeaux following King Henry II of England's marriage to Eleanor of Aquitaine in the 12th century. The Giron thrived and expanded in wine export industry for 30 English customers. Now let's continue to the top tourist spot. In the third place, we have Place de la Bourse. Place de la Bourse typifies the beauty of the 18th century architecture, has the most exquisite specimens. The Miroir d'Eau is an ornamental pool, and Place de la Bourse described as an elegant puddle or a creative masterpiece. Okay, the next one we have Le Grand Theatre, the focal point of the Place de la Comédie, and it's also influenced design of the Paris Opera House by Charles Garnier. Attending a ballet, opera, and music concert is a must. You come here. Okay, in the first place we have Cathedral Saint-André. The Cathedral of Saint-Andrew, located in the center of Bordeaux. Magnificent front with sculptures of the Last Supper, the Ascension, and Christ in Majesty. The Bordeaux International Organ Festival is hosted at the cathedral during the summer.
Bonjour everyone, je m'appelle Hadi and today I am going to continue the presentation on food, festivals and fun facts about Bordeaux. Okay, first let's talk about food. The first food on our list is the Cape Ferret oysters. Cape Ferret is usually the name of a place under the region of Nouvelle Aquitaine. Their specialty is oyster farming. The French usually eat oysters fresh raw with lemon. If you're a big fan of seafood, you can go to these recommended places, which is a local restaurant at Cape Ferret called Ches Bulan. Moving on to the second food in our list, which is the boeuf de bazas. Boeuf de bazas are actually meat from cattle that are specifically bred in Bazas, which is under the Gironde department of Nouvelle Aquitaine. They are somehow similar to how Japanese have their own special meat, which is called wagyu. The meat of these cattle are usually bright red in color, well marbled, and they have their own unique flavor. They are usually consumed as grilled, roasted, stewed, and of course as a steak. If you want to try this meat, you can go to the butcher shop called Butchery Bruno. The third food in our list is the dessert cannelé. It is a small French pastry. It is one of Bordeaux specialty, which is the capital city of Nouvelle Aquitaine. It is usually flavored with rum and vanilla. It does have, as for its appearance, it has a soft and tender custard in the center, And as for the outside, it has a dark, thick caramelized crust. If you want to try this dessert, you can go to any bakery. But here, we recommend going to La Tuileries. The last food in this list is a special dish from our region, which is called Osau Irat. It is originated from one of the 12 departments of Nouvelle Aquitaine, which is Pyranees Atlanticus. Osau Irati is a semi-hard cheese with granular and creamy texture on the inside. It is usually made from goat meat. As for the small size of this cheese, usually take 60 days to mature, and for the standard size, a little bit bigger, it takes at least 90 days to mature. People in France usually pair this cheese with red wine. If you want to try this cheese, you can go to this cheese shop that we recommend, which is Andrew Dagu. Now that we are done with the list of foods from the region, we can go on to the next topic, which is the festival celebrated in Bordeaux. The first festival in this list is Fête des Fleurs. Fête des Fleurs is also known as River Celebration, celebrated in Bordeaux. It is usually celebrated during mid-June, and during this festival, people get the chance to experience boarding ships and yachts from different sizes, ranges from small to big. The second festival in this list is called Agora Biennale Bordeaux. Agora Biennale Bordeaux is a biennial festival to celebrate the architectures and the urbanism of Bordeaux. During this festival, there are usually a lot of architectural exhibitions, debates, films, and games. This festival also acts as a meetup for the best mind of designers, city planners, and architects. The last festival in this list is called Bordeaux Wine Festival. Bordeaux Wine Festival is celebrated during mid-June. This festival covers from the banks of the river Garonne to the 18th century building found in the heart of the Bordeaux city. This road, also called as Wine Road, is about 2 km long. During this festival, people get the chance to taste wines from over 80 different regions. We are finally finished with the list of the festivals in Bordeaux. Next, we will move on to the fun facts about Bordeaux. The first fun fact about Bordeaux is that Bordeaux is classified as the city of art and history. This is because they have about 360 historical monuments preserved throughout the Bordeaux city. The second fun fact about Bordeaux is that Bordeaux is France's largest fine wine region, both in terms of production and vineyard acreage, which is about 123,000 hectares or 300,000 acres. The third fun fact about Bordeaux is that Bordeaux has the world's largest reflecting pool, which is called Mirror d'Eau. We have finally reached to the end of our presentation. Merci and au revoir everyone. Thank you for listening.